You and 90% of the fitness industry are following a broken philosophy. I'm performing, feeling, and even looking the best I ever have without religiously tracking calories or going to the gym 6 days a week. And today, I want to share with you the 7 biggest mistakes that the fitness industry makes and how to avoid them so you can perform like a machine instead of not being able to think straight and waking up feeling like a fucking zombie. And the reason you feel this way is because the entire fitness industry is fucked. Their core goal is aesthetics. No matter what it takes, all that matters is that you look jacked and lean. And this presents a major flaw for entrepreneurs. You're optimizing how you look instead of how you function. And that is why you get these massive energy swings and brain fog throughout the day. You're chasing the wrong goal. And this was me 3 years ago. I was your typical gym bro, eating clean, tracking calories, lifting consistently, and I looked decent, yet I was still performing and feeling like complete shit. And this was a major problem because I had a business to run. My performance mattered infinitely more than my looks, yet I spent all my time optimizing for my physique. And so I made a change in my philosophy. Instead of focusing on how I looked, I started to focus on how I functioned. And this single change alone has led to the best energy and mental clarity I have ever had while running my business. And along the way, I found a number of mistakes the fitness industry makes. Mistake number 1, if you look good, you're healthy. The fitness industry uses one metric to track health: how you look in the mirror. If you have a decent physique, you must be healthy. And that was my mentality 3 years ago. I've been lifting for 5 years. I look pretty good. I was lean and had some muscle. So I thought I must be healthy because all these fitness gurus, that was their whole brand. I'm jacked, I'm lean, I'm healthy. But they ignored everything else health has to offer. And this industry has it completely backwards. They change their appearance to look healthy instead of doing the things that actually make them healthy. If they just focus on what actually made them healthy, looking great would be a byproduct of that. Instead of drinking 3 energy drinks a day and blacking out every weekend, if they just focused on the 4 core pillars of health, they would look great. And health comes down to 4 key pillars: sleep, diet, stress management, and exercise. And if you dial these in, you're not only going to look great, but you're also going to function like a beast. And this is really the same strategy the fitness industry uses. But instead of focusing on how you look, we're focusing on your health and how you perform. So for example, in the fitness industry, if you want to build muscle, you follow a workout plan. In my philosophy, if you want to improve your sleep, you also follow a proven system to push your sleep forward, like a wind down routine, which helps improve your sleep quality and wind down before bed. It's the same exact thing. All you're doing is shifting your focus from aesthetics to how you perform and feel. The next mistake is thinking eating clean is eating clean. The fitness industry says as long as it fits your macros and is high protein, it's healthy. A cookie on its own, get that garbage slop away from me. A protein cookie, oh man, that's great. High protein fits your macros, eat away. This philosophy is broken. Just because something fits your macros or is high protein does not make it fucking healthy. But you have to remember, the fitness industry goal is how can I look the best I can? And that is why the nutrition goal is, how can I build muscle and stay lean while eating fast food or dessert 3 times a day? But what you don't realize is eating like this is inflaming your body, it's giving you energy crashes, and it's destroying your gut health. And again, this used to be me. I would eat the protein slop. This is water, ice cubes, xanthan gum, protein powder, frozen strawberries, sugar-free maple syrup, and it's a giant thing of basically protein powder and water just to keep me full, just to have my taste buds excited. Bullshit. Then I was eating the protein pancakes, the protein French toast, blueberry, chocolate chip, cake batter. I did this for 5 years and I wondered why I was so lethargic in the morning and constantly could not think straight in school or during my deep work. It was because I was eating bullshit like this. And real nutrition, it comes down to 3 key principles. Eating the right calories and macros, number 1. The fitness industry almost gets this right, but they overdo it. They say to bulk, you need to eat double the amount of calories you usually do. They say you need to eat 300 grams of protein if you only weigh 150 pounds. And they say carbs and fat doesn't matter. You can eat 80 carbs and only 10 grams of protein in a meal and you're fine. No, you're not fine. You're destroying your metabolism and spiking the fuck out of your glucose. What you really need to do is just eat the amount of calories that you're burning. If you want to maintain, if you want to cut, eat slightly less. If you want to bulk, eat slightly more. For the macros, eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then for the carbs and fat, you're going to learn over time if you like a little higher carb, a little lower fat, or somewhere in between. And then the next principle is getting enough nutrients. With the fitness industry, you're eating these processed foods that have stripped out these nutrients. These nutrients are vital for fighting stress, for supporting our gut health, and to make sure that we're performing at our best. And finally, we have eating high quality foods. The fitness industry, again, you're eating the processed slop. This is full of dyes, chemicals, and other bullshit that's just gonna inflame your body. And again, it doesn't have the nutrients. When you eat high quality food, organic, whole food, pasture raised, these foods have high amounts of nutrients, like the pro-stress nutrients, anti-stress nutrients, pro-gut health nutrients, and the other nutrients you need to perform at your best. And these high quality foods are gonna inflame your body so much less. So you're gonna be less stressed out. And the best part is, you can still eat what you love. You just need to use high quality, nutrient-dense ingredients. Sorry, I'm fucking up this text. High quality, nutrient-dense ingredients instead of processed garbage. And that is the beauty. You can still eat the protein pancakes, you just have to prepare it a different way. Instead of using processed flour, sugar-free maple syrup, and other bullshit ingredients, you use 3 eggs, a banana, and some high-quality protein powder. That way, you're eating something that gives you nutrients, gives you energy, and doesn't inflame your body. Mistake number 3. Cardio is useless. The fitness industry tells you that cardio is useless because it's not a great way to lose weight. Just lift heavy 6 times a week and that's all that matters. Any other benefits cardio has, who cares? But what they don't tell you is cardio is the second best performance enhancer behind sleep and stress. When you do a cardio session, you get 3 to 4 hours of real energy after. When you hit a cardio session, you also improve your cognitive function in ways that help with your problem solving and decision making. And when you do cardio, you also get better at managing your emotions. And for a while, I was one who thought cardio was useless. Again, all I would do is train 6 days a week. I played sports in high school and I did do cardio outside of working out maybe once or twice a month, but I always thought it was just to help my heart health, live longer, or get better at sports. I didn't realize the performance benefits that cardio has on your body. And now I split my training between cardio and going and working out at the gym. That is how important I believe it is. And the lack of cardio is probably the reason your metabolism is broken and you're crashing throughout the day. What cardio does is it repairs your metabolism and is a key component to consistent energy. And the irony is, in all this, is that cardio is a great tool for losing weight. Not from the calories burned, but because it makes your metabolism stronger, which makes you better at burning fat. All this time, the fitness industry was like, man, cardio is not great at losing fat. But they were taking it from one approach. They were taking it from the extreme approach they always do, calories in, calories out. But when you actually fix the root cause of what's wrong with your metabolism, then you can eat way more calories and you can stay lean and you can lose weight. That is the fucking irony. The fourth mistake the fitness industry makes is thinking you can just supplement your way to health. Oh, but I take supplements, so I'm filling all the missing health gaps, blacking out on the weekend, taking PEDs, eating like shit. I just take a supplement, dude. Yeah. Supplements can be a great tool, but the fitness industry brainwashes you into thinking they're everything health has to offer. Supplements, they're only attacking one pillar of health, nutrition, and they often don't do much for your sleep, stress management, or exercise. On top of that, most of these fitness gurus are telling you take 20 random supplements regardless if you're deficient in them or not. And that can do more harm than good. And that is the bigger problem with the fitness industry. You are guessing with your health. Instead of testing to see what you're actually deficient in, you just take shit and hope for the best. Instead, you need to gather data to see where you're at, or else you're playing roulette with your health and performance. And there's 2 types of data you need to gather to see where your health is at. Firstly, we have subjective data. So this is how you feel. How is your energy in the morning? How stressed out do you feel after work? Then you need objective data. So you need the blood test, the gut health test, the sleep test to see what objective markers are showing your health is at. And you need both of these to get the complete picture of your health. And I made this mistake for so long, guessing with my health, specifically with my sleep. I had been facing a sleep issue for a number of years where I was waking up 4 times a night and completely exhausted throughout the day. And for so long, I was guessing. I was trying every insomnia protocol, stress management, everything I could to try to fix this. Bunch of random ass protocols. But then I took a sleep study and it showed exactly what was wrong with my sleep. And I could have saved so much time, so much pain, so much frustration, but I decided to just guess with my health. And I regret it. And now I've finally figured out what that problem is, and I'm in the process of treating it. The next mistake is thinking it's okay to abuse caffeine. Caffeine is the fitness industry's energy. They don't get it from their sleep or diet, so they have to create it artificially. And while it's great at giving you energy, if you're drinking 3 energy drinks a day, you're quietly destroying your health. Caffeine masks how poor your recovery is. It keeps your nervous system stuck in that stress state, and it can wreck your sleep. It's probably why you feel randomly anxious, wired but tired at night, and if you're drinking caffeine close to your sleep, bye-bye to sleep, you're probably not getting great quality. And although I wasn't drinking 3 cups of coffee 3 years ago, I was drinking a single cup. And for as long as I can remember, I always had anxiety around people, just sitting in public. And once I cut this cup of coffee out, my anxiety went away. So if you're drinking 3 cups of caffeine, I can't imagine what it might be doing to your health. Not to mention, you form a dependency when you drink caffeine. And when you don't have it, you feel like you're a walking zombie. And caffeine is not inherently bad. I know I've ripped on caffeine a lot and made it sound like it's the fucking devil, but it's not. It's a tool that the fitness industry uses wrong. Caffeine should amplify your energy and performance. If it becomes a dependency, then it's doing more harm than good. The next mistake you might be making is thinking health doesn't matter on the weekends. The fitness industry says if you eat clean and train hard, you're allowed to be a total degenerate on the weekends. While this might work if you're only focused on looks, it absolutely wrecks how you function. Abusing drugs, eating whatever you want, and sitting inside all day doesn't magically become okay because it's Saturday. And the worst part is, this is really what you're doing. You're following a philosophy that doesn't actually improve your health during the week. Then on the weekends, you're abusing your body. You are not making progress with your health and performance. You are going backwards. And again, this was me. I was eating clean, training hard during the week. Then weekend time came, time to be degenerate Trevor. I would black out, smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, eat complete slop. And I thought this was health balance. During the week, you do what your fitness guru tells you. Then on the weekends, you also follow what your fitness guru tells you. You be a total degenerate. And your unhealthy weekends are always going to cap your performance potential. You could be the healthiest person during the week, but if you're being a total degenerate every weekend, you're never going to reach your true form. And you can still enjoy yourself. You can still drink alcohol, smoke weed, smoke cigarettes if you want to. But just know, if you're a degenerate every single weekend and you party the same way the fitness industry does, you're never going to reach your best. And the last mistake you might be making is ignoring recovery. The fitness industry is always go, go, go. Train harder, work out more, eat more protein, but they never talk about the equally important recovery. You could train 6 days a week, eat 200 grams of protein, but if you're not sleeping well and your nervous system is a mess, none of that matters. You're not going to build muscle. You're not going to perform well. You're not going to feel great. Scrolling on your phone, drinking alcohol, and smoking weed is not real recovery. It's the complete opposite. You are stressing your body out by doing those things. And again, 3 years ago, this was me. I would get 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I would stay up as late as I want. And to me, recovery was watching a 3-hour-long YouTube video, scrolling on my phone, and drinking alcohol. I mean, look at this maniac right here. But real recovery is 2 things. It's sleep and stress management. And as entrepreneurs who push themselves to the limit every day, recovery is the single most important health action you can prioritize. It dictates your morning energy, how consistent your energy is throughout the day, and your ability to think clearly at work. It dictates your quality of work, how good you feel. This is the most important thing you can be doing as entrepreneurs. You have the work part down. You can work 10, 12, 14 hours a day like clockwork. But when it comes to recovery, you ignore that. But that recovery is what is going to amplify your work performance. So please, do not continue to ignore recovery. And avoiding these 7 mistakes is not just about improving your looks. It's vital for how you function. If you continue following the fitness industry, you're going to stay miserable and you're going to run your business at a level nowhere near what you're capable of. But if you stop these mistakes, within weeks, you're going to experience what real health is like. If you change your lifestyle, improve your sleep, and fix your diet, you're going to be a completely different person and performing at a level you didn't think was possible within your business. And I know it's hard to fix these habits that we've had for years, but you have the discipline to do so. And if you start making changes with your health, you're going to transform every area of your life. You've been functioning like a sick person for so long that you don't remember what it's like to be an absolute machine. And if you have the right approach and stop following the fitness industry bullshit, you're going to perform and feel at your best.